2019, the Fortnite World Cup has been announced and the qualifier rounds are in full effect, with hundreds of thousands of players competing every week for a spot in the Fortnite World Cup. Everything seemed fine and fair to the millions of competitors putting in hours every week for a spot in the tournament. But behind the scenes, there was something happening that would eventually turn into the biggest cheating scandal in Fortnite history.
And we have so much proof here, and it just really upsets me that someone is doing this in the Fortnite community, because if this guy did not get these kills, he wouldn't have qualified, and I would have qualified for the solo. He just, why is he mining? Like, just grabs the ammo, pickaxe the chest. That's a free point for Rise, right?
XXiF and Ronaldo quickly became some of the most infamous cheaters in Fortnite history. But the question everyone has been wondering for years still remains unanswered even years later. Where are the biggest cheaters in Fortnite history, XXiF and Ronaldo today? Have they restored their reputation? Or are they still the most hated Fortnite players ever? Before I go ahead and answer these commonly asked questions, we first need to start with a little backstory. The Fortnite World Cup qualifiers ran from April 13th and finished on the 16th of June, where it consisted of 5 weeks of solos and 5 weeks of duos. So players would ultimately have 5 different chances to qualify for either solos or duos. And with the millions of players competing for a spot at the Fortnite World Cup finals, some players went on to do despicable things at an attempt to qualify for the World Cup. And one of these players is named XXiF. Shortly after week 3 of the solo qualifier round had come to an end, an unknown player ended up in 2nd place, earning him a spot in the Fortnite World Cup event. And this player will be XXiF, ending the qualifier round in an exceptional 2nd place finish. But not all good came with this qualification, because shortly after XXiF had qualified, a clip would surface the internet and go viral all over social media, with every pro player and content creator in the game calling him out and asking Epic Games to ban him. And one of these pro players would be Clix, as Clix was one single point of qualifying in week 3 and would have easily qualified if XXiF didn't place in 2nd.
Runs past the purple pump, pickaxes the chest for some reason. He's dead. Now this Jesty guy lands out of nowhere. So this guy lands out of nowhere, doesn't go for anything, running into a wall, and then he shows us his best impression of your grandpa playing Fortnite. For some reason, just shooting the brick wall. Okay.
After multiple clips of XXiF went viral on Twitch and YouTube for obviously kill farming in the qualifier rounds, XXiF quickly became known as one of the most hated players. And only a few days after these clips went viral, Epic Games would come out with new rules and regulations for kill farming. And as a result of this, XXiF would be handed with a 14-day competitive ban, which also meant Clix would go on to qualify for the World Cup.
This is Rise Ronaldo, right? This is Rise Ronaldo. XXIF's teammate runs in, starts teabagging, gets shot by Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo has heals and shields and materials from that. Jesty played 10 games, landed in Paradise 8 of those games. In 2 of those games where he didn't land Paradise, one of them he feeds Ronaldo, Rise Ronaldo, and in the other one he feeds XXiF. Look at this late landing too. And he sees them fighting and he pulls this play, doesn't loot the materials, starts shooting the brick wall. Like, these are top 3,000 players. All 3 of them should be permanently banned.
But XXiF wasn't the only player who played unfairly for a spot in the World Cup. His duo partner at the time, Ronaldo, also did some similar things at an attempt to earn a qualification spot, with him also kill farming. And once again, shortly after this incident, there will be dozens of clips surfacing the internet surrounding it.
They made it all the way to the top.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
I have to commentate XXiF in the World Cup. I don't think they're stupid enough to have cheated again.
And with that being said, Ronaldo also went on to be hit with a 14-day competitive Fortnite ban. But countless fans are speculating and wondering if after the 14-day ban, what if the duo went on to qualify in the Duo World Cup event? Well, with this being said, 3 weeks later during week 8 of the Duo World Cup qualifiers, XXiF and Ronaldo did the unthinkable and managed to somehow place in 3rd, causing them to both make it to the Fortnite World Cup in New York, and immediately earn $50,000 regardless of what they place. And this made everybody in the community absolutely furious. And with that being said, the World Cup would eventually come around, and during the event, XXiF and Ronaldo didn't exactly have the greatest experience, with the entire crowd cheering when they got eliminated. And additionally got booed at by the entire audience once again for just simply appearing on the main screen. And with that being said, XXiF and Ronaldo were going to place 28th at 50 duos, earning them a whopping $50,000 each. But with all the hate they received 5 years ago throughout the Fortnite World Cup, are XXiF and Ronaldo still the most hated and disliked players even in 2024? And do they still play Fortnite competitively? I'll first be starting off with XXiF. Right after the Fortnite World Cup had ended, XXiF would continue to play competitively at the top level, qualifying for multiple FNCS Grand Finals and placing top 3 in a few tournaments, and would earn himself roughly $15,000 over the span of 6 months from tournaments. However, XXiF would receive hate endlessly online, with every YouTube video he uploaded receiving thousands of dislikes, to every tweet he made getting hundreds of trolls in the comments. It seemed as if XXiF couldn't escape the hate he was receiving from the Fortnite community. So on the 20th of April 2020, XXiF went on to make a decision that would change his online persona forever. On the 20th of April 2020, XXiF went on to make the massive switch to a full-time Valorant player, quickly rising to the top in the professional Valorant scene, and making a fairly respected name for himself in the Valorant community. And now in 2024, XXiF is fairly active on Twitch and Twitter, with him still tweeting a few times a week. And on Twitch, he still streams Valorant roughly 4 to 5 times a month. But the same cannot be said for YouTube, where he hasn't uploaded a single video in over 4 years now. So now, finally, 5 years after XXiF would go viral for the complete wrong reason, it seems as if he has finally made a fairly respected name for himself in the Valorant scene, and is no longer one of the most hated gamers in the world. And now we have Ronaldo. After the World Cup took place, he had a fairly similar story to his teammate XXiF, with him going on to get roughly $10,000 in earnings over the next 6 to 8 months after the Fortnite World Cup. But with Ronaldo, instead of just simply ignoring the tremendous amounts of hate he was receiving after the World Cup, he would go on to address the majority of hate comments he was receiving, ultimately attempting to defend himself against thousands of haters. And I'm sure you could guess this clearly didn't work. And over time, Ronaldo got so sick of the hate, he would eventually switch over to Valorant in 2020, following in the footsteps of his once duo XXiF. And over time, Ronaldo went on to become a super talented Valorant player, and would furthermore go on to reunite with XXiF in Valorant. But years later now, in 2024, Ronaldo is fairly unheard of and isn't active at all on his social medias, with his last stream on Twitch being 7 months ago, his last Instagram post being well over 2 years ago today, and his last tweet on Twitter being way back in October of 2022. So as we can clearly see, Ronaldo didn't continue his once existing social media career, and pretty much abandoned his online name and brand as a whole. And who knows what Ronaldo is up to these days, and when or if he'll even make a return. Only time will tell. Thank you all for watching all the way until the end of the video. I really do appreciate any and all support, and by just simply liking, subscribing, and commenting a favorite moment from this video goes a long way and helps me out tremendously. And with that all being said, I really hope you'll have an amazing rest of your day. Laters.